Welcome to my channel Easy English Stories Daily. Today's story is about a boy who was ignored, insulted, and laughed at. But one day, he changed his life in a way no one ever expected. So make sure you watch the story till the end, because the ending will surprise you. Zion was a quiet boy who lived in a crowded city. Every morning, he woke up early and went to a small restaurant where he worked as a cleaner. His job was simple but exhausting. He cleaned dirty tables, washed dishes, and sometimes carried heavy boxes. People came to the restaurant every day. They enjoyed their food, laughed with friends, and left happily, but no one ever noticed Zion. The manager of the restaurant was always angry. He shouted at Zion for small mistakes and never appreciated his hard work. Many nights, Zion went to sleep hungry because he could not afford proper food. Still, he never complained. One afternoon, a group of rich boys entered the restaurant. They were loud, confident, and full of attitude. When they saw Zion in his old clothes, they started laughing. "Look at him," one of them said. "This guy will never succeed in life." The others laughed even louder. Zion heard everything, but he stayed silent. He didn't argue. He didn't get angry. He just smiled and continued his work. That night, Zion sat alone outside the restaurant. The city lights were shining, but his heart felt heavy. He looked at the sky and said softly, "One day, I will prove them wrong." From the next day, everything started to change. Zion decided that he would not stay the same person anymore. He picked up his old phone and started watching free English learning videos. At first, it was very difficult. He didn't understand many words. Sometimes, he felt like giving up, but he didn't stop. Every day after work, he practiced speaking English. He repeated sentences again and again. He made mistakes, but he learned from them. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Slowly, Zion became more confident. His English improved. His mindset changed. But still, no one around him noticed. Then one day, everything changed. A foreign customer walked into the restaurant. He looked confused. No one in the restaurant could understand him because he was speaking English. The manager became frustrated. Suddenly, Zion stepped forward. "I can help," he said calmly. Everyone looked at him in surprise. Zion started speaking in English. He spoke clearly and confidently. The customer smiled. After the conversation, the customer asked, "What is your name?" "Zion," he replied. The man said, "You are very talented. Why are you working here?" Zion looked down and said, "Because I never got a chance." The man paused, then smiled. "Now you have one." That moment changed Zion's life forever. The man offered him a job in his company. It wasn't a big position, but it was a beginning. Zion accepted it without thinking twice. Months passed. Zion worked harder than ever before. He learned new skills, improved his English, and proved himself again and again. 1 year later, Zion was no longer the same boy. He wore formal clothes, worked in a modern office, and earned a good salary. People respected him. One evening, Zion decided to visit the same restaurant where he once worked. As he entered, everything looked the same, except him. The same rich boys were sitting there. One of them looked at him carefully and suddenly stood up. "Wait, is that Zion?" The others were shocked. Zion walked towards them with confidence. He smiled and said, "Never laugh at someone's present because you don't know their future." This time, no one laughed. Direct it moral. Your hard work can change your life, even if no one believes in you.